Have you ever received a test result or a performance review stating you are in the top 25%? It sounds impressive, but what does it actually mean in the world of statistics? To understand this, we need to dive into the concept of quartiles. Quartiles are the pillars of descriptive statistics, allowing us to slice a dataset into 4 equal parts to understand distribution, spread, and relative standing. Unlike a simple average, quartiles give us a map of where data points live in relation to each other. Let's start with the basics of distribution. Imagine we have a group of 100 people, and we measure their annual income. If we simply calculate the average, or mean, a single billionaire in the group could skew the result, making everyone seem wealthier than they are. To avoid this, we use the median. By lining everyone up from the lowest earner to the highest, the person exactly in the middle represents the 50th percentile. This is our starting point for quartiles. Section 1. The 3 pillars. To get to the top 25%, we divide our data not just once, but 3 times. These 3 points are called quartiles. Q1, or the first quartile, marks the 25th percentile. Q2 is the median, or 50th percentile. Finally, Q3 is the third quartile, marking the 75th percentile. If you are in the top 25%, it means your value is greater than or equal to the Q3 boundary. You have outperformed 75% of the population. Section 2. Calculating the breakpoints. How do we find these numbers? In a sorted dataset, we first find the median, Q2. Then we look at the lower half of the data and find its median, that's Q1. We do the same for the upper half to find Q3. For example, in a set of test scores ranging from 0 to 100, if Q3 is 85, anyone scoring above 85 is in that elite top quarter. This method is robust because it ignores extreme outliers at the very ends. Section 3. The interquartile range and box plots. One of the most powerful tools to visualize this is the box and whisker plot. The box represents the middle 50% of the data, the distance between Q1 and Q3. This is known as the interquartile range, or IQR. The narrower the box, the more consistent the data. The whiskers extend to the minimum and maximum values. This visualization allows us to see at a glance if the data is skewed, or if the top 25% is concentrated in a small range or spread wide. Section 4. Real-world applications. Quartiles are everywhere. In real estate, the top 25% defines the luxury market. In healthcare, pediatricians use growth charts based on quartiles to see if a child's height or weight is developing normally relative to their peers. In finance, investment funds are often ranked by quartiles. A first quartile fund is one that performs in the top 25% of its category, making it highly desirable for investors. Section 5. The trap of the average. Why do we emphasize the top 25% over being above average? Because the mean is a fragile metric. In a skewed distribution, like global wealth or social media followers, the average is often much higher than what most people actually have. Quartiles are resistant statistics. They provide a clear threshold. Being in the top 25% is a concrete achievement. It means there is a 75% mass of data points strictly below your position. In conclusion, quartiles transform a chaotic pile of numbers into an organized story. Being in the top 25% means you've crossed the Q3 threshold, placing you in the upper echelon of a distribution. Whether you're looking at SAT scores, house prices, or corporate earnings, understanding quartiles allows you to see the true shape of the data and where you stand within it. Statistical literacy is the key to navigating a world driven by information.